wasn't supposed to curse. Okay, I'm gonna start streaming right now so that way I can like make sure everything is going good. Make sure everything is good. Yep. All right. There we go. Let's start this up. Wait until we get into the game. Then I'll start talking. Unless somebody wants to come in and talk right now. Then we'll start talking. This is not going to be a really big stream. It's not going to be a extremely long stream. I'm probably just going to do maybe like 2 quests. We'll have like a bit of a talk. A bit of a talk. I've been doing a lot of thinking lately. Every day I have been sick. Very much sick. I haven't really been doing good. I've been doing a lot of thinking. I've been doing a lot of praying as well. Doing a lot of praying. And I've been doing a lot of learning as well. And something that I've learned is a thing that I don't think a lot of people really notice when it comes to the love of the Lord. I don't think a lot of people notice it, and the thing is that I'm saying that a lot of people don't notice is Jesus knew every sin you were going to commit. He saw everything that you were going to do, the type of person that you would be. He saw that. He knew exactly what type of person that you were going to be. He knew exactly what wrongs you would commit. He knew exactly how bad you would be. He knew every single he saw everything that was every bad thing about you. He knew this. And what did he do? He still walked to that cross. He still went to the cross and was crucified to pay the debt to pay for all of our sins. Something I really don't think people really look at or really notice. Really notice or really think about it. It's like he knew exactly what type of person you'd be.
Riverwood's agreeable enough, I suppose, for a Nord village. What is that blowhard up to now? So, he thinks he can turn Camilla against me. Two can play at this. Here, give this letter to Camilla and tell her it's from Sven. Let's see what she thinks of him after reading that. Alright.
But that's the thing that I don't think a lot of people understand is that he knew. He knew. He didn't go up to that cross thinking, people are gonna remember this, people are gonna love me for this, as everyone's gonna stop sinning after this. No, he knew exactly what was gonna happen. He knew what the sins people would commit. He knew the sins people would commit. He knew what was gonna happen, and he still went there because he loves you.
We're a small village, but we work hard and take care of our own. Good day.
He knew exactly everything. No, he not just that, he He knew exactly what you would be like. And he still went. Because he loves you. He'd rather die for you than to spend eternity without you.
There's beauty here unmatched in all of Skyrim, to be sure.
And really, I really think that people really need to understand this. I'll be talking about the Lord. Now, here's the thing. I'm not the best person when it comes to, like, when you ask, okay, well, what about this? I'm not the best person to ask about that, okay? I'm still learning myself. But for me, I believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God who was conceived by the Holy Spirit, birthed from the Virgin Mary.
So don't get any ideas.
Who was birthed from the Virgin Mary and went to the cross, died for our sins, rose 3 days later, defeated death, and is seated at the right hand side of God, of the Almighty Father. I believe this. People will come in and be like, "Oh, can you please stop talking about this? It's so boring. Why do you talk about this?" To which I respond, "I don't like your attitude. I'm gonna keep doing this." My response is, "I don't like your attitude. I'm gonna keep doing it." But honestly, but sometimes for some people, including me, sometimes it'll feel hard to believe. Okay, sometimes it'll feel hard to continue believing. Sometimes it'll feel hard to sometimes it'll feel like your faith is not strong enough. But so long as that you believe that Jesus is Lord, and that God created the heavens and the earth, and that he sent down his only son to be crucified and to die for our sins, you'll be saved. You know, hold on. Actually, give me a moment. I have the Bible app on my phone. I've been highlighting some stuff. And while I have the Bible here, hold on, I believe it was in Romans. Honestly, I don't really even think I'm gonna complete the quest. I just want to quote some stuff, to proclaim, claim and proclaim in the name of the Lord. Because if you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. Romans 10:9. Chapter 10, verse 9. So long as we believe in the Lord, that Jesus is Lord, and that God raised him from the dead, we will be saved. And you know what I say? And once again, as I stated, that there are going to be people that will come and be like, "Oh, stop, please. Why are you still talking about this?" I say to people that are ashamed, don't be. Don't be ashamed of your religion. Don't be. Don't be. For it is better to be accepted by the Lord and rejected by the world than to be accepted by the world and rejected by the Lord. All right? Because the kingdom of God will give you, will be so much better than anything that you can receive here on earth. Right? Okay? Yeah. Anything that you can receive here on earth, any acceptance that you can receive here on earth, is nothing compared to what the Lord can provide for you.
It means so much to us to have the claw back where it belongs.
One moment, please.
Thank you. It's a fine day with you around. Another poem, I bet. He does know how to make a girl blush. What's this? If that oaf thinks all I'm going to do is stay in that filthy house of his and clean, You can tell Sven that he already has a mother. I'm not speaking to him anymore. I'd better get going.
But yes, it is better to be accepted by the Lord and rejected by the world than it is to be accepted by the world and rejected by the Lord.
Thank you so much for taking care of those thieves.
All right. If all you have is the Lord, if the Lord is all you have, then you have all you need. People will believe in the Lord and will stop believing the moment something bad happens. But here's the thing. There's a certain point in the Bible where Jesus is in the boat with his disciples. And there's a storm. A great storm comes across. And what's Jesus doing? What is Christ doing? He's sleeping. He's sleeping during the storm. The disciples come up and they don't give like some big prayer. They don't be like, Lord, please, in your glorious and all power, please take this, please calm the storm. They don't do that. No. What do? They go up to the Lord and say, Lord, do you not care about us? We have this, there's a storm. Please help us. And what does he do? He gets up, calms the storm, looks at them and says, you have little faith, and then goes back to sleep. Being on the Lord's side and having the Lord on your side, having God with you, does not mean you will not face storms. It does not mean that you will be out in your boat and you're always going to have a nice time. No, what it means is that you will face storms, but it will not sink your boat.
Riverwood's agreeable enough, I suppose, for a Nord village. I appreciate your help. Please, take this. Some gold I've saved up from working at the mill. Until next time.
Okay, let's see. Fine North. Okay, that's one of the ones where they don't. You will, being on God's side does not mean that you will not face storms, but it does mean that you will get through them. You will face problems in life, but it does not mean that you will not. But it does mean that you will face problems in life, but it means you will get through them. You will face storms. You will be out. It will be like you're out. It will be like how it was with the disciples. You will be out on the boat, and there will be a great storm, but you will get through it. Your boat will not sink.
Come on in. Let me know
Amen.
if you need anything, or take a seat by
This
the
is
fire
an
and
ode
I'll
to
send someone
Skyrim's.
over.
So
What do you need?
don't be ashamed
Drink to our youth,
of.
today's
Do not be ashamed of your faith. Do not be ashamed.
compression is just about
My favorite drinking buddy. Well, would
Don't be
you
ashamed.
look at that? Our
Believe. Continue believing. Follow the Lord.
friend. Here, take this here.
Do not let people discourage you of your faith. There's even a parable, I believe. Now, forgive me if I misquote the parable. That is so creepy. Sorry. That is scary. Sorry, no, okay. There's a parable that Jesus stated at one point. Now, forgive me if I misquote the parable. As I stated earlier, I am not the best person when it comes to quoting the Bible, okay? There's a parable that Jesus states. There is a man who went and threw seeds onto land. Some of the seeds landed on the sidewalk.
Yes.
Some of the seeds landed in some stones. Some seeds landed in some briar bushes or some weeds or some thorns. They landed in some thorns, and some landed on some good soil. The ones that landed on the sidewalk did not grow. The ones that landed in the stones grew, but because the roots were very shallow, they died. So the ones in the thorns, they grew, but because of the thorns, they were choked to death and died. But the ones that grew in the good soil grew and brought 100-fold, and brought 100 more. It is later explained that this parable means that the ones that are on the side. Honestly, I don't really remember if they mentioned if there were any on the side, but for what I imagine is the ones that are on the side do not care about the that will receive, but will just disregard it. Receive the word of the Lord, but will just disregard it because they don't think that it's any importance. The ones with the ones that were thrown to the stones, but because they were shallow and died, are because there are people that will receive the word of the Lord, but because of their earthly treasures and how they value their earthly belongings and do not value the heavens above, the values of the heavens, they will soon drop they will soon drop their faith and will seek out new things and will hold everything else higher. The seeds that fell into the thorns are people who receive the word of the Lord, but the moment they are questioned or tested, they will drop it and they will follow others. But the ones that fell into good soil are ones who will receive the word of the Lord and teach others and bring in more and will help have more. Bring in 100 more. Sorry if I'm misquoting it, but I really hope that the lesson gets through. Let's go and see what else do we want to what else do we want to get let's go this way. I've actually started really liking the parables. Parables are actually very nice. But if you are of Christian faith and you believe that Jesus is Lord and that God rose him from the dead, please do not be ashamed. Do not be ashamed of your faith. People are going to tell you. Oh wow, you really believe that nonsense, really? Yeah, why do you believe in all that? To which this was what your response shall be. You know, it should be one of the two, maybe both. It'll be, yes, I believe in it. I don't care what you think. This is my faith, and I'll believe in it. I'd rather be accepted by the Lord and rejected by the world than to be accepted by the world and rejected by the Lord. Or, I don't like your tone. I'm gonna keep on believing in this. People will tell you that. People will tell you.
Welcome to the Bard's College. I'm the headmaster here. How may I help you?
I'm looking to apply.
Always a pleasure to meet a prospective bard.
But remember.
Many apply, but we accept very few people.
Just
When possible,
keep your faith.
ask applicants to perform tasks
Proclaim the word of the Lord.
completed.
Believe that Jesus is King.
Have a task befitting
That Jesus
an
is Lord.
aspiring bard.
Believe that Jesus is Lord and that he rose from the dead.
Elisif has forbidden the burning of King Olaf, a festival put on by the Bard's College. We need to change her mind. To convince her, I want to read King Olaf's verse, a part of the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Unfortunately, the verse was lost long ago. Yes, according to Giraud, our history's keeper, the portion of the Edda dealing with King Olaf might still exist in Dead Man's Respite. I need you to retrieve the poem.
And we're off.
I wish you luck in finding the... I have faith that you'll return with King Olaf's verse.
You know, there's even another verse in the Bible. There's even a verse in the Bible that Jesus said. Or I don't, yeah. If you even have the faith so much at the size of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. If you have faith the size of even a mustard seed, you can do wonders. I'm gonna go here. We're gonna go and there's also another verse that helps with anxiety. That, well, here's the thing. Even when you understand it, you will still be anxious, but you just need to know that the Lord is with you. Oh, where is it? Hold on. It's Luke. It's in Luke. Luke 12:25. And which of you, by being anxious, can add a single hour to your lifespan? The answer is you can't. Being worried, being scared, being anxious, that's, you won't be, like, you can't extend your lifespan by doing that, by being anxious. If you could, most of the people here will be immortal.
What do you need?
Well, people here would be immortal. Oh, I smell something. It's right here. But yeah, just as long as you have faith in the Lord, even if you have the faith, even as small as the size of a mustard seed, which is the smallest seed. Hold on, actually, let me actually. I'm only looking this up simply because we may have found more things. What is the seed? Well, small seed. Special. Okay, well, I can't really read that word, so I'm gonna continue going with mustard seed. I'm gonna continue going with mustard seed. You know, there's even a place here in El Paso. And if you ever visit here in El Paso, what I recommend going to is a place called the Mustard Seed Cafe. They are a non-profit organization, a Christian place that is, I believe, I volunteered there several times. They're also like a school. They're a non-profit organization that helps people. I think, not really sure exactly what it was that they do. What that they did, but I remember, like, when I volunteered there when I was a scout. Hold on, where's the other one? When I was a scout, one of the things that we did there was, I think we were like, we were helping some people. They help people. They help people. But you know what? I'm looking this up. How do you spell mustard? Mustard Seed Cafe. Okay, here we go. Mustard Seed Cafe. Okay, where's about? Hold on, give me a second. You know what? YouTube, demonetize this. I don't care. You ever come here to El Paso? You ever come here to El Paso?
The cafe wasn't started because we had all the answers, but because we really had so much to learn. The cafe was really God's ideas, not ours. It was born out of His compassion and mercy and love and the way that He cares for people. And He made 3 of us, Patsy, Shelley, and myself, aware of hunger in our community. 1 in 5 households struggle to put food on the table. 1 in 3 children don't have enough to eat. We adopted a pay what you can for your meal model and opened in 2013 in the Rio Grande neighborhood of El Paso. We dove deep into that neighborhood and learned so much. Now we're located on El Paso's west side, and it's a new season for our work. We use a donation-supported free meal model. No set menus, no prices, no strings attached. We want people to come enjoy the warmth of our welcome and the gift of a tasty meal. Our guests are surprised because they associate a free meal with average food. But the food we serve begins with the heart of our chef and our volunteers. They want to make a tasty, nutritious meal available to everyone. So the entrees, soups, and salads are prepared with love, served with joy, and feature fresh produce from our garden whenever possible. Our Amigos Garden not only services the cafe by providing us with fresh produce year-round, but it's also a marvelous place to learn about gardening and nutrition for children and adults alike. We have a tiny staff, so the wonderful things that happen here at the Mustard Seed Cafe are happening because of the volunteers, truly remarkable people. They're in our kitchen, they're on our serving line, they're bussing tables, they're harvesting produce, they're turning compost, they're planting seedlings. People from every part of the community geographically, people from every walk of life. And they come with different reasons for coming. Some come to serve the Lord, some come to learn how to cook, some come because they want to serve their community and give back. Some come to volunteer because they need community service hours. Some come because they're doing projects for school. Some are empty nesters. Some are students with families that come. We need you. This is a community cafe, and it doesn't work without our community. Spread the word about the Mustard Seed Cafe. And I'm thinking specifically about when you encounter friends or coworkers or families who are vulnerable, who are having a hard time right now. Let them know about the Mustard Seed Cafe, and better yet, bring them yourself to the cafe. We want everybody who comes in our door to feel that they are welcomed, that they are valued, and it doesn't matter who they are or what part of the community they live in or where life has taken them right now, but that they are valuable.
long ago, for when I was in Scouts, I volunteered at the Mustard Seed. Not only did I volunteer, but well, I kind of I didn't really volunteer. I was kind of just told, hey, no, you're going there, you're helping, and I was like, okay. I didn't like it at first, but then, like after a bit, I was like, you know what? I like this. I like this. I was like, I like this, and honestly, I have good memories there now of that place. You'll even see me sometimes even wear like a yellow shirt with what looks to be like some like a tree. That's the Mustard Seed Cafe. That's where I got that from. Not only did I go and help over there, but I also made some beehives for my Eagle Scout project for them. I was told a bit later. Hold on, I just need to discover this place. There we go. Okay. I was told a bit later after I made those beehives with the scouts for my Eagle Scout project. I'm not going to go into. I will go into detail. I will talk about how much of a pain it was for that Eagle Scout project, and I just want to state. I'll get into it in a bit. But I was told by the guy who like the beehives were put in that garden. The guy who runs the garden, he told me about like a year later after it was like about a year or a few months after, he told me that it's thriving. It's thriving. Now I should really go and look. Unfortunately, I have not gone looked. I'm kind of a bit bitter about how the Eagle Scout project kind of was to me, but I should really go and look. But I'm glad that I made that, because I feel like that since I helped with that. Oh no, I feel like that since I helped with that, I really helped people out. Where was it? Dragon Rend, where is it? So yeah, I'm just glad that I was able to help. So yeah, if you ever come here to El Paso, look up the schedule for Mustard Seed Cafe. If you know anyone that lives here in El Paso, tell them, hey, you might want to, and are looking for volunteering, even if it's just if they need volunteering, even if they need for own personal reasons. Even if they need to volunteer hours for personal reasons. In fact, you know what? Not even just this. If you have friends, or if you want to volunteer for something, volunteer for something. If it's for a good cause, volunteer for it. As long as it's for a good cause, volunteer for it. So long as you can make somebody's at least one person's day just a little bit better. So long as you can make at least one person's day just a little bit better, that means the world to some people. Even the smallest act of kindness could avalanche into a bit. Will always, even an act of kindness will always spark another. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, it may be a year from now, but so long as you can be nice, so long as you can show kindness to people, it could make changes beyond what you can imagine, beyond what you can see. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Just this one quest, and then we'll end the stream. But spread the word of the Lord. People will come around, be like, people will be bitter about this. Will be like, oh wow, really? You're that type of person? You're a Jesus lover, really? Yeah. Don't take that as an insult. In fact, it's a compliment. Jesus lover? Yeah, it's a compliment. But people will mean it in an insult. But you know what? Don't take it as an insult. Take it as a compliment. There's even another verse, and I believe in Romans as well. Hold on, where is this? It's in Romans. I have it. I have it on my phone. Romans, where is it? Where is it? Romans. Romans 12:20, chapter 12, verse 20. To the contrary, if your enemy is hungry, feed him. If he is thirsty, give him something to drink. For by so doing, you will keep burning coals on his head. If somebody's being mean to you, be nice to them. I 100% agree. Volunteered for a horse catering foundation. Where I helped kids with disabilities ride on horses for about 4 weeks. Yeah, that works. But and as I was saying, this verse, it just be nice to people. Oh no. Okay, I'm doing it. Okay, no, it's fine. Just be nice to people. They're gonna get mad at you for that, but you want to know what's gonna happen? Someone's gonna be yelling at you, just talking down to you. Meanwhile, you're just being like, let it all out, be nice, and you're nice to them. Other people are gonna be like, they're gonna look at that, and which one are they gonna think is the crazy one? The one that's yelling at you, or you, the person that's being nice to them? But yes, volunteer. Volunteering is nice because not only because here's the thing. Even if you're doing it for selfish reasons, here's the thing. Even then, that's all right. Even if you're doing it for selfish reasons, because here's the thing. Here's another reason to do it. It looks good on your resume. It looks good on your resume. Not only are you doing good for others, but you're also doing good for yourself. Is there anything here that I can take? Nope. Also, the lady that used to be with me is gone, I think. I don't know what happened to her. She probably died. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, so we're gonna go into here and we're gonna find a lot of different things. Oh, I remember you. Hold on. So yes, 100%. Just volunteer at different places. Just volunteer. Even if you think, oh, I'm not getting anything out of it, you will. You will get something out of it. You'll get peace of mind. And even if you want something like physically out of it, once again, it looks good on your resume. People will look at that and think, yes. Like if you're like, because there are things where it's like, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't think I'll get anything out of it. Where it's like, even if you don't get anything out of it, Okay? Okay, I thought that would work. But be kind to people. Okay, they went through here. But I'm not seeing really anything that can... Oh, it's a maze. Hold on, we got a minor magicka. Okay, good. But yes. Hello. 100%. Believe that that Jesus is Lord. I took everything. I didn't mean to do that. He rose from the dead. It appears I got burned. Okay, do I have any... Okay, what do I got? Okay. But so long as you believe of the stream, just subscribe. Thank you. I don't always talk about this stuff. I just felt compelled today to talk about this. I felt compelled to talk about it today. I was thinking about it on the drive home from Bible study, and I was like, yeah, why not? There's nothing really bad can really come from this, right? You talk about it. You talk about your faith. People will come along and say, like, we'll just be bitter about it. We'll say that you're not cool because you like this stuff. But so what? So what? I like this stuff. Who are they to tell you that you cannot like something because they don't like it? Who are they to tell you? There are things that people like that I don't like, and you don't see me going up to them and being like, "Ah, you can't like it because I don't like it." Nah. Okay, we're on enchant table. If there was a okay, the guy was going this way. Okay, so if there was it was another table. Okay, let him burn a bit. But people will tell you that you're not cool because you like something that they don't like. But once again, who are they to tell you that? I'm gonna take that potion of healing. Who are they to tell you that you can't like something because they don't like it? Let's take that. There you go. Sorry if the stream is kind of laggy. That's another thing. I'm sorry if the stream is a bit laggy. Huh? I like their animation. I didn't mean to take all that, but hey, it gets me more gives me more stuff to which to sell. Okay, so kind of just stuck in here. Okay, that was a trap. But as I said, I stream every day as well, so I used to try and stream every single day. Now I just need to find my way out. Hopefully there's an easy way out, not just, well, but yeah, as I said, I don't always talk about this stuff in streams, but I felt compelled to talk about it today. And honestly, you know what? I'm glad that I talked about it. I'm glad that I talked about it. I'm glad that I can, as long as I can bring, as I was saying before, so long as I can bring at least a little bit of kindness to somebody, that is enough. That is enough for me. No. No. No, not this again. What? No. No, not this again. Hold on. Hold on. Please, tell me at least that there's... Tell me at least... Oh, hold on. At least one of these has got to be like... Okay, so let's see. That looks like a tiger. That's a bird. Okay, so... See, bird, bird, bird. Everyone get ready for me to go through every single combination. I don't really even know how to figure out like what is what. What is it like bird, bear, moth? Okay, well, let's look at this. Okay, so bird, moth, moth. Moth, bear, bird. Let's try that. Moth, bear, bird. Let's try moth, moth, bird. Wait, what? Moth, moth, bear. Let's try moth, moth, bear. I remember I wrote something down that was similar to this. Moth. I know it's a dragon, but still. Moth. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, hold on. So that's a moth. It's a bear. What? How do you figure this stuff out? That's some, or is it the ones that have a light in front of it? So let's go with what looks to be bear. Bear. Dragon? Maybe? No. What? What? We went from talking to now I'm confused. Okay, well let's do what we normally do. Let's do bear, bear, bear. Sorry for it being. Sorry if this guy. Bruh. Wait, did I not already try that? It's what? It's whatever. But yes, anyway. Volunteer at places. Tell your friends. Tell family members even. To go and volunteer.
Olaf, it is time.
Tell. Tell friends, tell family, but that they should volunteer, because not only will it make other people's day better, but as I said, so long as you can bring us a little bit of kindness to people. Even the smallest act of kindness could avalanche into something big.
Arise, Olaf. My vengeance is at hand.
Okay, sorry.
Insolent bird, die!
Oh no. Okay, hold on. We're fighting this guy. I'm taking that. Okay. But yes. Ingredients, let's look and see if we have any that are unknown. But yes. Let's okay, well, can I get rid of that? Okay, okay, well, do I have anything of which that if not that's not really of really big value? I can get an amethyst in other places. And that didn't help me. Okay, ingredients. Scrolls, don't really need that. Okay. All right, let's go. All right, here we go. Back at the beginning. Oh, okay. Well, it wouldn't have mattered if I went to that because... Okay, let's finish up this. And we'll get off. But yes. If you believe that Jesus is Lord and that he died on the cross for your sins and that God rose him from the dead, then you will be saved. Once again, don't be ashamed of your faith. People will come in. People will be like, people will ask you why you believe in such nonsense. It's not nonsense. Don't believe them. It's not nonsense.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you look a little sickly.
Yes. Okay, where is the man?
Late 171.
Ah, you've returned. How goes the task I gave you? I have to admit, I didn't think it would actually be there. Now, let's take a look at this. Oh. Oh, no. This won't do at all. The copy is incomplete. It's aged to the point that parts are unreadable. And the parts that are readable... Well, Bardic verse has come a long way since ancient times. It means I can't read it to the court. Without the verse, I won't be able to convince Elisif of the importance of the burning of King Olaf festival. If she isn't convinced of the festival's importance, then she won't reverse her decision to stop the effigy burning. It means that the burning of King Olaf, which the Bard's College has held for time immemorial, won't be happening. Make it up? That doesn't seem appropriate. I suppose I could copy his style based on what you brought me, but I have no idea what happened in between these verses. Oh, Olaf, our subjugator, the one-eyed betrayer, death-dealing demon and dragon-killing king, your legend, your cunning King Olaf was Olaf One-Eye? He famously captured the dragon Numenex and took him to Dragon's Reach. Nah, all right, I'm writing that in. I'm not sure about the court, but I find that much more probable. Olaf grabbed power but some... Olaf... Strange. According to history, Solitude attacked Winterhold, but Asgeir seemed to be saying Olaf reacted. What do we say happened? Is not the most exciting answer, but the most likely. I'll write it in. It has a few final lines, but that's all we needed to add. I need to head to court immediately and present this. You should come.
All right, well, that's going to be it for this episode. So thank you guys for watching. Share this to other people, recommend this to other people. Join Discord, link is in the description. Join Twitch, link is also in the description. Thank you guys for watching. Share this to other people, and also share the word of the Lord to other people. Thank you guys for watching. That's going to be it, and goodbye.